finally revealed. That's what the thumbnail says, and it's true. For years, Mike Bibby kept his mouth shut, but when he won the NCAA title in 1997, he made one thing crystal clear: my father is not part of my life. Why was this the case? The answer reveals a story of basketball glory, family pain, and ultimate redemption. Henry Bibby was a basketball legend. Born in 1949, he won 3 straight NCAA titles at UCLA from 1970 to 1972. He played under the great coach John Wooden. After college, he went straight to the NBA. In his rookie year with the New York Knicks, he won an NBA championship in 1973. But Henry wasn't done winning. After his NBA career ended, he became a player coach. He won a CBA title with the Lancaster Lightning in 1982. This made him the only player ever to win championships at 3 levels: NCAA, NBA, and CBA. Henry seemed to have the magic touch. He knew how to win wherever he went. His NBA career lasted 9 seasons. He played for 4 teams and reached the finals twice with Philadelphia. As a point guard, he averaged 8.6 points and 3.3 assists per game. After playing, Henry moved into coaching. He won 2 more CBA titles as a head coach. In 1986, he was named USBL Coach of the Year. Everything looked perfect from the outside, but behind the scenes, Henry's personal life was falling apart. His pursuit of basketball success came at a terrible cost. His family was paying the price for his ambition. Henry had a son named Mike who was also gifted at basketball, but their relationship was broken from early on. The problem started when Henry divorced Mike's mother, Virginia Bibby. Virginia didn't hold back when talking about Henry. She said he abandoned the family when Mike was young. Henry left to chase coaching jobs in minor leagues. He coached in the CBA, USBL, and even the WNBA later on. Virginia called Henry's actions very selfish. She said he never showed up to see the children. While Henry was winning championships and building his career, his son was growing up without him. Henry defended himself. He said he had to provide for my family. He claimed his career moves were about necessity, not choice, but the damage was already done. The pain became public during Mike's college career. Mike played for the University of Arizona. Henry was coaching at USC in the same conference. They were rivals on the court and strangers off it. Mike dominated college basketball. He helped Arizona win the 1997 NCAA championship. After the victory, reporters asked about his father. Mike's response was brutal and clear: "My father is not part of my life." Those words cut deep. Mike had just reached the top of college basketball, but instead of celebrating with his father, he was publicly disowning him. Mike always praised his mother Virginia for raising him. He gave her all the credit for his success. The public rejection hurt Henry's coaching career too. He admitted that mothers of recruits would question him. They would ask, "If you can't talk to your son, how will you talk to mine?" His personal failures were hurting his professional life. Henry's coaching career had ups and downs. At USC, he compiled a 132-120 record over 9 seasons. He led the team to 3 NCAA tournaments. His best moment came in 2001 when USC reached the Elite 8. But success wasn't enough. 4 games into his 9th season, USC fired him. The team was 2-2, and the school wanted a change. Despite years of building the program, Henry was out. He tried coaching in the WNBA with the Los Angeles Sparks. That job lasted just 28 games before he was replaced. Henry then took assistant coaching jobs in the NBA. He worked for Philadelphia, Memphis, and Detroit. Then came the Champions Basketball League disaster. In 2017, Henry signed with a new league called the CBL. He was promised $60,000 to coach the Phoenix Desert Cats. The league's founder, Carl George, made big promises about celebrity owners and former NBA players. But the CBL was a scam. The league claimed Tom Brady, Jimmy Kimmel, and other celebrities were involved. None of it was true. The league took money from investors for teams that didn't exist. They promised games that never happened. Henry never got paid his $60,000 salary. Instead, Carl George offered him 50,000 shares in the league. Henry knew the shares were worthless. He sent a letter saying the league was in breach of contract, but the CBL kept using Henry's image to promote itself. They posted his picture on social media even after he told them to stop. Henry felt his reputation was being damaged by the fraudulent league. Henry sued the CBL for breach of contract and misuse of his likeness. He wanted $500,000 in damages. Other former NBA players like Earl Monroe also sued the league. Carl George denied owing Henry money. He said Henry's team hadn't been formed yet. George claimed Henry was looking to collect $60,000 for work never done, but leaked voicemails showed George promising to get a check out to Henry. The CBL eventually collapsed without playing a single game. About 1,000 investors lost over $705,000 total. The league was exposed as a complete fraud. Henry's lawsuit likely went nowhere because the league had no money left. Around 2002, something changed. Mike was having a great NBA career. He was making millions as a point guard. Maybe success softened his heart, or maybe time healed some wounds. Mike began reaching out to his father. He was described as someone who believes in forgiveness. The reconciliation didn't happen overnight. It took years of work from both sides. Henry kept trying to connect with Mike and his grandchildren. He would call and send messages. He wanted to show love and be involved in their lives. Slowly, Mike began to respond. Today, their relationship is completely different. They talk at least once a week. Henry is active in his 9 grandchildren's lives. He calls them regularly and stays involved. Mike confirmed the change in a later interview. He said, "We're good now." He calls the children. For a while, there was nothing, but you let things go. It was a long time ago. One story shows how far they've come. Henry was coaching against Mike in an NBA game. Before the game, Henry told people he hoped Mike would score 40 points and his team would still win. It seemed impossible. How could both things happen? But that's exactly what occurred. Mike scored 44 points in the game, and Henry's team won anyway. It was like a perfect ending to their long struggle. Henry got to see his son succeed while still doing his job. The reconciliation shows growth from both men. Mike learned to forgive his father's mistakes. Henry learned that being present matters more than just providing money. They both realized that family bonds can heal even after years of pain. Henry Bibby's story isn't just about basketball wins and losses. It's about a man who achieved everything in sports but almost lost what mattered most: his family. His unique record of championships at 3 levels will never be broken. No other player has won titles in the NCAA, NBA, and CBA. His coaching career took him around the world and through every level of basketball. But his greatest victory might be winning back his son's love. The public rejection in 1997 could have ended their relationship forever. Instead, it became the starting point for healing. Henry wrote a book called The Addiction That Drove Me. The title suggests he understands his past mistakes. Basketball was his addiction, and it nearly cost him everything that truly mattered. Today, Henry is in his 70s. He's still involved in basketball, but also focused on family. He gets to watch his grandchildren grow up. He has the relationship with Mike that he missed for so many years. The story shows that it's never too late to change. Henry spent decades chasing basketball success. When he finally slowed down, he found something more valuable: forgiveness and family. Mike's silence wasn't permanent. His eventual words of reconciliation meant more than any championship. Sometimes the greatest victories happen off the court, in quiet moments between a father and son who found their way back to each other. No matter how far apart people grow, healing is always possible. Henry and Mike Bibby proved that love can overcome years of pain and misunderstanding. Their story gives hope to any broken family willing to do the work of forgiveness.